Expert learners in the elementary school classroom.
Hi, welcome to Expert Learners in the Elementary School. I'm here today with Tina Krim from Gallion Primary School and Ron Rogers from the UDL Center at OCALI, and I'm Barb Gentili Green from State Support Team 7. So, Ron, Tina here, she creates this community of learners in her classroom that's just amazing to watch. So I want you to hear about how she's gone about getting that community of learners.
Well, we start the year by building trust, and we have a lot of open communication, and we talk about what expert learners look like, and we talk about our 7 habits because we are a Leader in Me school, and we put first things first. And so we have a lot of conversations that hold the kids accountable and really get them thinking about their learning and behavior and trusting me so that they can open up and talk to me about those kinds of things.
Yeah. How has that trust played out? What are some things that you've seen as they've begun to trust you more?
Well, I mean, as with any primary, building, there are a lot of different demographics and students with a lot of different needs. For instance, I have one student who who came to us with a lot of negative issues and trust issues within the school, and he's just really opened up. And he's in the classroom and soaring. He comes to reading group every day, excited to read. And I mean, we're in November and we're reading in kindergarten, so he's doing really well.
It's really neat to walk in and just see the kids and how they interact with each other as well as interacting with you. So that takes some time to develop, so I love that you've done that.
So we talk about accountability, and we hold each other accountable, and they also hold me accountable as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very good.
So the question I guess I have for you, Tina, it's just fascinating that you have this group of learners and how they work together. And when you walk into any classroom, a lot of times you don't see those things. And you have those characteristics, and they're very strong. So could you kind of give us and maybe the audience that watching this some ideas of how did you build that? It didn't happen overnight, probably.
Well, conversation. There's a lot of conversation. We talk about if there are issues in our classroom, we're open and honest about them. I'm open and honest about my own mistakes and what I need to do differently and to help them, and they're open and honest about what they're not understanding, and it's really nice to hear a 5-year-old help another 5-year-old solve a problem and get through their issues.
That's awesome. Sure. One of the things that's really so powerful in UDL is when kids really own their learning and understand where they are in their learning and are able to talk about that. And you have a really interesting way that you do that with your very young learners. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I have what's called a smiley face chart. It's just a simple poster board that has a smiley face, a straight face, and a sad face on it. And the students will answer differentiated questions. And that will tell me if they're understanding a concept. But then with the smiley faces, they're also telling me how they feel about that concept. Are they in need of more instruction or more practice? Do they have it, or are we just not understanding it? The students' names are placed on the back of a Post-it note so that it takes away any insecurities. And it also helps me identify who's who so that we can have the conversations that are needed to overcome those obstacles.
Wow. How did you get them to understand where to place it, and do you ever find that maybe you would think they would be at a different place on that chart than they place themselves, and what do you do about that?
Conversation again. I love talking to them. We just talk through it. I have a little girl who has never been in school before, and she's able to self-assess and tell you, I need a little bit more help right here. It was really cool the first time that we did it. This year, she put her Post-it on the 3 and she said, Mrs. Krim, I need more help with the numbers. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that was really eye-opening, and how instrumental it is in their instruction to see. Mm.
And I think that goes back to that community that she has, that because kids see each other placing their sticky note on the different faces, and in that trusting relationship, it doesn't seem like they mind at all that, okay, I put mine on a 3, I need some help, and somebody else is on a 1, and they feel like they've totally got it. Mm-hmm. And do you find that, did I see a pretty traditional day when I saw that?
They don't really pay attention to other people. I say you worry about you a lot to them. And they just go up, they put their Post-it. I don't make a huge deal about it because it's for me, and it's for me to understand where they're at and their learning and how they're feeling about their learning. So I don't go through and talk about whole class with them, what's on the chart. It's an individual conversation that I have with them.
Cool. Do they set goals with those at all, or is that something you're working towards, some goal setting? Or?
With those, no. We do set goals with like an end of unit kind of goal. I want them to master certain things, and I will tell them, this is the concept that's going to go with your goal. So if you practice this center today, it's going to help you meet your goal. And then we can evaluate where they're at and how they feel about that step, and so we can move forward in mastering their goals.
Isn't that awesome?
It really sounds like you have a community of learners here, and it's so fun to be able to listen and hear all these different things that you're saying about your students and the progress they're making. So you've heard it here at OCALI from two great leaders in Universal Design for Learning. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time and being able to video this for everyone.
Thanks, Ron. Thank you, Tina.